Got it on top. You through with yourself? I see. Come on back. You liked that, didn't you? Long old slanky baby. Yes, you are. Okay, here's a mighty good one about water quality on small waters. What do you consider to be the most important factor in the success of a small fishing lake? If you want your fishing lake or pond to be all it can be, you've got to have good water quality at the forefront of your management plan. First, water quality increases fish survival rates, and second, it makes for a healthier lake from top to bottom. Aeration creates a more enriched environment. It doesn't take much to make a lake look pretty, if that's what you want, but to make it fertile and very fishable, well, that requires management, and it starts with good aeration. Aeration is a health insurance policy of a sort. It can help prevent fish kills in those oh-so-hot summer months. It's counterproductive to grow all those wonderful fish and let them fall victim to poor water quality, something you could avoid by having a good aeration system. Whoa, get out of that grass. Strong little old fish right there. Nice. You really want these blades to reflect. Throw them and pull them back against the sun. Well, that blade is pulling it into the sun. You'll get a lot more reflection off the blade than you will pulling it against the sun. In other words, I'm throwing it right there. I've got it shallow right there. You can see it waking. And I'm pulling it directly toward the sun. The sun's shining directly on that blade, and boy, it's just reflecting. I can see it just throwing light every which way. Where are you? Whoa! I thought he was further out than he was. You! Good round bend hook. Okay. Long and lanky. Here we go home. I promise you, we're using Bass Pro Shops 1/2 ounce laser eye willow bladed spinnerbait. It's got a little Colorado blade right here and a big willow blade right here. This is a great combination using for what we're doing. We're just paralleling this grass line drop, throwing it up on the edge of it and working it, kind of waking it, and then gradually letting it drop as we get out toward the outer edge of the grass, and then just slow rolling it right along. It's putting out a tremendous amount of flash. And this blade is so much better than an Indiana or a Colorado because it has less water resistance. You can fish it deeper. It doesn't want to ride up on you. You can keep it deep. It spins extremely fast, puts out a tremendous amount of reflection. And that blade will cut through the grass so much better. If it hits vegetation, it just, like I say, it just kind of cuts through it. What do you look for in a good bait casting rod when you're on a fixed income? Well, when I look for one, I want a rod that's lightweight, sensitive, has good backbone. And when you think about it, I think most folks want the same, plus at a good price. And for a reel, one that's smooth, light, and has a good drag system, and is available in several models. Well, guess what? I've got one right here, the Bill Dance Special Edition. The rods are made of IM6 graphite, have D-ring guides, an EVA handle. They're super light and very sensitive. The reels have a drag system that are smooth as country butter and come with several of these Bill Dance Special Edition rods. They're really nice. Check them out at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. to the boat, old boy. Strong. Get back in that. Whoa. Oh, come on back here, pretty thing. Feels like a bulldog in it. He's talking about a pretty fish. That one. A nice one. Fat. Whew. Went home. That was one healthy fish. Yes, it was. I saw him come up there and hit it. I got a tiger by the tail. Plain to see. Boy, fish is bigger than I thought he was. Look at that little crazy. You want to play crazy? I'll play with you. Woo. Hello. He wasn't far from throwing it out. That's a tough little dude right there. And healthy too. Look at that. Yes, you are. Get back out there. Crazy thing. Okay, now Bill, when it comes to spinning reels, is there one gear ratio to cover most fishing situations? Okay, now when it comes to gear ratios on a spinning reel, my choice is a 6.1 to 1. Now, I believe this reel geared with this ratio covers most fishing situations. Now here's something that's very important. Gear ratios, well, they were the flip. If the spool isn't filled to at least 80 to 90% of capacity, when it's not very full, it requires more revolutions of the handle to take up line. What's going on here? Well, your lure speed is going to be slower when you begin your retrieve after a long cast than it'll be when it gets near your rod tip. Bottom line is, no pun intended, your lure speed increases throughout the retrieve, even though your cranking action remains the same. This alone can have a major effect on your presentation and can be the deciding factor in success or failure. Hey, line size can also be a factor. Example, let's say you're using 10-pound test. The size of the spool or retrieve speed is not going to change much during the cast. However, if you're using 20-pound test or heavier, naturally the diameter is larger, so the spool size may be reduced in half on a long cast. Therefore, the retrieve speed increases as the lure approaches your rod tip. Another one coming right in behind it right there. Got it too. Oh, a better one too. Whoa, baby. Oh, come on back around here. Look at that big old head. Whoa, baby. Trying to get back in that moss. Whoa. Ah, strong. Get out of that grass. How fat he is. Woo! Let's go. Let's go bye-bye. You ready to go home? Well, like I said earlier, that's a good question. And we've answered some good ones today. Sorry we couldn't answer them all. Maybe next time. Until then, you catch one for me.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.